You may be in your schoolyard playing when the signal comes. That signal means to stop whatever you are doing.
And people are spending about $7 million a pop in order to buy these doomsday shelters.
First, you duck, and then you cover.
It's coming. If you're not ready, you're already dead.
Well, a look at then and now. Like the nuclear scares in the 1960s, people in America are once again prepping for some of the worst possible scenarios, everything from natural disasters to the zombie apocalypse. Popular culture is telling us that. And with us now is a man who's on the front lines of this trend, Thomas Gaffney. Thomas, it's good to have you with us.
Good afternoon. Thank you for being here.
Your company, Gaffco Inc., is set to build 200 safe rooms this year alone compared to about 25 a year before 9/11. So is domestic terror the number one factor really driving this spike in your business?
I'd say domestic and international terrorism are major reasons for the spike in business, yeah.
Yeah, so currently you have projects in New York City, Nigeria, Mexico City, but where are you actually seeing the biggest increase in demand for these safe rooms you're building?
Our business at the moment is centered on New York City. That seems to be a very large marketplace for us right now.
And why is it New York? Is it because there's a lot of money in that area, or because people actually believe that New York is going to be the next site of a major attack?
I think there's quite a concentration of high net worth individuals. The true percenters, 1%ers tend to, I guess, there's a lot of them in New York City, and there's a lot of demand for our products right now.
All right, so tell us about one of these safe rooms, one of the most common ones you're building, what they look like, the materials you're using, and how they are designed to keep people safe.
Well, basically, our mission statement is to deliver solutions of the highest quality possible to help ensure the safety, security, and protection of our clients. So that can start with ballistic glass, forced entry doors. Basically, it's a high level of security.
So we're seeing one of your products on the screen now. It's a wood-like panel that has your bulletproof material on the back end. It does not allow any bullet entries here. Do we talk about the cost a little bit? How much money are people? We heard a clip from more of a full kind of apartment-like underground bunker costing upwards of millions, but for the average person out there who says, maybe I need something to protect me from a hurricane or an impossible home invasion, how much money are people willing to fork out for these?
Well, I mean, a Gaffco solution starts at $150,000 and go to $1 million, $1.5 million, depending on the level of protection they're going for, and of course the square footage involved.
All right. And of course in New York City, obviously space is at a premium there, but in other parts of the world, what's the biggest one you've ever built?
I know one comes to mind in Mexico City. We actually armored up an entire house. The whole exterior of the house was bullet resistant and forced entry resistant.
Wow.
Windows, doors, walls, yeah.
Now, in terms of, we kind of led into this, nuclear fallout shelters in the 1960s, folks were building those back then. Do you think this is a trend like that was, and then maybe after the Cold War subsided, people weren't so interested in that, but this seems to be something maybe a little bit different since you said the increase started in 9/11, and obviously you look at the global scape today, things aren't really changing or getting any better when it comes to international terrorism.
No, correct. And we find not so much the nuclear bunkers, but we're actually finding a lot of demand now for our biodefense units. These are air filtration units that give protection from a nuclear, biological, or chemical gas, which of course these components are found within a dirty bomb. So there seems to be the concern is if there is an event, there's a good chance it's going to be a dirty bomb in a major American city.
Yeah, we heard concerns about the dirty bomb shortly after 9/11. Of course, that didn't help with the anthrax scares, and then we had reports of a new anthrax scare as well. Thomas Gaffney, thanks so much for being with us. An interesting look at an interesting trend right now in America and around the world. Thomas Gaffney with us here via Skype. Thanks so much, Thomas.
Thank you very much.
All right, much more coming up here on Newsmax Now. We'll be back with Miranda right after this.